This is our deck supper, April the 22nd, 2018. And I've been working at this for a few days. I just keep making slow cooker pots full of dal and whatever. And then every day, and I can most of it, and then I save a little bit, right? So for the past few days I've been making this. And well, one of them I made, this one I made last like earlier on, but I had already canned it, and then I just opened a can so that James could have some of that. But anyway, so what I have here is I'm serving what this is basically. I can't remember if it's called Cincinnati style chili or spaghetti. Anyway, it's like chili that you eat on top of spaghetti, but I'm making it a bit different here. So with James likes potatoes, so I put his on red potatoes, and I put mine on spaghetti squash. So that's quite, that's, you know, pretty standard, right? It should be pretty much the same as whatever. I've made a few changes to the recipe since I first tried it on James when we first started dating. He can't stand it, but I'm thinking since I changed it quite a lot here, we'll see, maybe he'll like it. Anyway, this was the dal that I'd made with dill, and I regretted. I didn't like it, so I left it off my plate. I don't care for it. And I gave sauerkraut, and this dish is the one with the parsnips and what do you call it? Turnip. James hates those things, but I think he'll like this. It actually tastes delicious. It was a very simple recipe. It's supposed to be served with paneer. And it's supposed to have coconut milk in it, and his does, and mine I've left it off. So I just didn't add it to the dish, to the whole batch. I just added it to his. So that's, oh, and no, that's the parsnip and turnip one. This is a different one. This one has, I did decide to go with the with raisins for this, yellow raisins, because I have the whole yellow theme going on here. So yeah, I screwed it up. This is turnips and parsnips here, and I gave myself that. And yeah, anyway, now I'm all caught up. And mine, I have 8 cloves of garlic minced up there, and I have a little bit of cilantro in it because I was using the food processor to mince up cilantro to make these. And yeah, anyway, so that's that. James should be out shortly. I told him that dinner is ready, and my deck's a mess. I know. My whole yard's a mess, but I'll get around to it. There we go. Now, I don't really know how I'm supposed to wear this. So this is my first time trying. I didn't really know what to do with it. But I wanted it to be a fancy meal because I worked so hard on it. I'm very tired. It's probably about 7 in the evening, which I guess is early for other people, but I get up at 4:30, and I've been cooking all day. Well, we did have a break where I went to we went to Superstore, and it was too crowded. I have to go first thing in the morning, or it stresses me out too much. So I got a few things, and then I just had to leave because I get too stressed out. So I don't handle crowds at all, and yeah, so I just had to go. Hey, darling.
Oh. Cool down a bit,
It's not too bad. I can tell you I love this one. Let's see what you think of the dishes. Oh gosh, yeah, that's so good. So I ended up not needing any water for this, just the tomato juice and shiitake broth. But so yeah, I guess I may as well take my garlic. You know, it's funny. Like, I tried when I upped my dose of garlic, I tried taking just a little bit over the course of the day, but James said I was smelling too bad. So it's funny how if you take it at night, you don't stink, even if you're taking huge amounts like this. And do read up on what the limits for what you can take are, because you can suffer liver damage if you take too much. Yeah, I saw this outfit and I needed to have it.
You get that in bags then?
No, I paid $6.
Oh, it's well worth it.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't particularly like this color of green for clothing overly much, but well, on me, it's pretty much my mom's favorite color. So I saw it and I thought, oh, maybe I should give it to her. But you know, I've given her Indian clothes before and she doesn't wear it. Well, hopefully it works that my liver won't produce so much cholesterol tonight while I sleep, or maybe the garlic counteracts it. I don't know. I don't know how it works. Anyway. So, which dishes have you tried so far, James?
Well, I've just gone with the stuff that would be survive the least well. So I've been eating the salad and this sprouted lentil.
Yeah, the pea sprouted.
So that's what I thought it was.
Do you like that?
It's pretty good. So what's the sauce on it?
Coconut.
Oh, that's good. So it's not milk or...
No, that's good.
And then there are tomatoes. And
But you've been eating dairy lately. Like, that's cheese there, right?
cheese is a little bit different, huh?
Okay. Yeah, you're right. You
I
can't
am
have
intolerant
ice
to
cream.
it, but it's not. Yeah, anything that's really creamy is bad. Milk would not be good either. No. Cheese is not the greatest in it. I'm lucky because I usually don't get bloating or cramps off of it. In other words, it's not severe. Well, I've never had bloating. Only every so occasionally cramps.
That's so good. Everyone would like this dish. So good. I'm very pleased with it. I can't imagine James won't like that. ask.
That's the main dish, eh?
They're all main dishes. It's just this is how I've served it.
So this is on potatoes,
Yeah, and I serve mine on spaghetti squash.
lentils, kind of, I wouldn't call it sauce, but, and then you got these veggie meatballs. Pretty good.
Yeah, yours has egg in it, so.
Oh, to hold them together?
Yeah, it holds together. But
so you gave me bigger ones then, you were able to hold them together.
Well, I gave
better.
me more small ones.
Exactly.
And you 3 big.
But your smaller ones, they don't have
They don't have egg. But I put most of them in the freezer. And sometimes I find when I take things out of the freezer, they don't, when they're thawing, they don't seem to hold together as well. So.
Could be like what's happened to the roads.
I don't know.
Freeze-thaw cycle.
Yeah. So.
Probably not.
When I'm making things fresh, I can get away with no egg for sure.
Yeah.
Well, there's different things I can do to hold them together.
Actually, they'd have water in them, right? They'd have water in them? No. So what happens when they freeze? The water in them expands?
Yeah, because I guess like all the ingredients, like beans or cilantro or everything would have water in it, right?
So the water would expand, and then when the water melts, it would leave the cracks in it. So kind of makes sense. And it is like what's happened to the roads this spring.
Boy, that's delicious. And yeah, I actually don't like the taste of shiitake mushrooms.
Yeah.
But it really works for the broth for this. It was shiitake broth.
Yeah, I kind of like the taste. But,
and well, you do. Yeah. But I don't.
I don't like the consistency. They're a little rubbery by comparison with other ones.
And well, the meatballs themselves are largely shiitake mushrooms.
Well, I should like.
They taste good.
I like pretty well any mushroom. I don't think I'd like the poisonous ones. That would be where I'd draw the line.
But I think I'm going to make a batch of those carrot cake protein bars for myself with the hemp protein powder. And well, you can try it and see if you like it that way when I make it. I imagine you will, but you may as well try. And because it'd be good if I could get you eating some of that somehow. No, it doesn't matter.
I don't know how important protein is.
Well, you're
for cancer. Well, they say but they say, cancer's got to live off protein.
Yeah, that's true too. Well, you're certainly getting your protein quota today.
Yeah. I think it's important to get other things, much more important.
But yeah, in my version of the carrot cake for myself, it'll be hemp, and it won't have the coconut icing. It won't have icing. I think that's the only difference I really have to make. Oh, and I won't put the walnuts in, just in case, because I don't know how much I'm eating some walnuts in here, but I don't know. I should probably take it easy on the nuts. Just eat a little bit. They are yum, though.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was reading in the book that they that dose of cinnamon lowers cholesterol 10 to 30%. So
If used daily.
daily, yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
What do you need to basically do half? 50%? What do you figure?
We'll see what I can do. I mean, taking that much garlic is horrible, but less horrible than having a heart attack. And cinnamon's actually a pleasure to take. I make one smoothie where I put quite a bit of it in. I used to have that every day. I probably already read about that cholesterol thing. That's why I was having that.
So is this hot here?
No.
It's okay.
None of them are really hot. I don't want this right now. Yeah, that's really nice with the raisins.
That's close.
Yeah.
Big raisins.
Yeah, there's some bigger ones. I picked out the smallest ones.
Wow, that's
I don't
amazing.
know where they got those from.
Onto the compost heap, eh?
Yep.
Look.
We'll cover it up with wood chips later this week.
Yeah, it'll cook underneath there. That's good.
Yeah.
Let it water percolate in there. That helps break stuff down very well. Heat and water.
That is so delicious. What do you think of this one? Just take a biteful.
Until you started.
You don't have to eat potatoes.
Okay, I'm just sopping
Oh, you
up
just
this
like
stuff.
it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just sopping this stuff up. That's all. I don't want this. I won't be able to eat it. Also, I'll have to go back in the fridge. I don't want anything that'll tip, cause a mess in the fridge. So I'm trying to eat as much of the liquid stuff. It's pretty good, actually.
Do you know what that one has in it?
Oh, I see. It's got parsnips.
Yeah. And turnip.
Anyway, it's I'm gonna crush the parsnips up to hide them. You've crushed the turnips up, obviously, or
No, well, that I don't know. Maybe.
anyway, that's the only way I can handle that kind of stuff. So it goes. But at
You
least
guys
I can
slice
handle it. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, anything that looks sliced, I'm just going to mash it up and mash it into the rest, and then I won't notice it.
I could do.
Well, that's quite a bit. But, like when you're eating the salad, it always looks bigger than what you're actually taking in.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with the sauerkraut, to a certain extent.
So which is your favorite of the dishes?
I think I like this one the best. It might be a little bit spicy for
That's good.
my palate, but once I eat them with the potatoes act as, I don't think, a buffering agent.
Do you remember that? I can't remember what it was called. Cincinnati style chili or pasta or whatever. It was chili kind of thing on spaghetti.
You mean like recently?
No.
Oh,
it was
long
when
time
we
ago?
first started dating.
I've kind of forgotten it. I'd remember it if you made it, but I just don't remember it.
Well, it had cloves in it.
Oh, that might have been bad.
Yeah. Well, I liked it, but you didn't like it at all.
Well, cloves, when they get too strong, it's amazing.
I know. I was careful with them this time.
Mm-hmm.
And
they're in there, yeah.
Yeah. So that's
I can
what
taste
that
it
is.
now.
I just changed it up
Yeah.
so that
Yeah.
you might like it.
Yeah.
And I found a way, I think, that you like
Well,
it.
we'll see how it goes. The whole question is just making it subtle.
Mm-hmm.
The amazing thing is I love beets, but
Yeah, I know. You don't
too
like
much
the ones with
cloves in it.
cloves
Wow, it's just like tastes like poison.
Yeah, I know, but it's poison for your cancer too. So
I know.
I really like to try to get as much that sort of thing into it as I can. And
Of course, the beets are by themselves. They're supposed to be pretty good for cancer, right? According to one source.
yeah,
One of the best things you can have, next to turmeric and pepper
garlic,
and garlic.
onions. It depends on, I suppose, how you look at things. I mean, other things will strengthen your immunity or whatever more, and some things will, it's good to hit from different angles, right?
Well, that's the way they approach chemo nowadays.
So I'll just have to tweak that carrot cake protein bar recipe for myself.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be quite as tasty for me.
Well, it's amazing.
I can
I don't know. I can handle some of the stuff that you
Well,
take in.
I know that I'm doing something positive for my health. I can manage it somehow.
I used to be better at eating stuff, but after you go through 2 stem cell therapies, you start getting a nausea reflex going.
Well, yeah, I'm that way about the garlic now. It's hard for me. Whereas I used to love garlic, like unreal amounts of garlic I'd put into food. If a recipe called for 1 clove of garlic, there'd be at least 6 in there. And because and I still do that with cooking, but boy, even just when I buy the garlic in the bags in the store, when I'm packing it, I'm like, oh, whereas it didn't used to bother me at all.
I can see how people, one of the worst effects of chemo is just regular nausea. I don't think it'd have to be really, really bad. It's just really puts you off food. You get to the point where you dread eating.
Yeah, until they put you on that dexamethasone. And then
Well,
you were
that was-
eating everything.
Well, that was different. That wasn't chemo that was causing that. That was just that's
Renal
the worst.
failure.
That was the worst nausea I had of them all. I couldn't even drink water.
Well, I'm cold. I'm going to go in.
Okay, I'm gonna follow you.
Okay. If I can not trip over my dress.
Yeah, it's a long.